Shannon, I know your gala is coming up, and like so many others, it will be a virtual event. There may be a silver lining with all the virtual events that did not exist before, in that many, many more people may be able to attend the event to learn about the mission of New Ground. Can you tell us when it is and how people can register?
Yes, Ellen, thank you. This is our annual Groundbreakers Gala, which is our largest fundraising event of the year. And it's tremendously important to supporting our critical programs and services for our veterans and families. It's taking place on Thursday, November 12th, and 7 p.m. You can tune in. It's going to be through YouTube Live. But you can register for the event through our website. If you go on there and you go to the events page, you'll find our gala website, and you just click and register, and you'll get all the information, and you can come back to that gala page to watch the event. It'll be about a 45-minute program. We don't want to make it too long. It's hard to sit in front of, a screen for that length of time, but we're really excited to also be combining some of our usual features of our live event. When we have it in person, we usually have a local high school choir performing to represent really our family program. And so we have the Eugenedale show choir performing again this year for us, and that'll be part of the show. And then we have the Marine Corps Color Guard. We've included footage from them in the program. So that represents, of course, our veterans program services. So we're really excited to bring that together, and also to recognize we're honoring our outgoing board president, Ed McDougall. He is finishing his 9th year as our board president this year. And we're honoring two really special gentlemen, Ira Prager and Larry Davis, who have single-handedly spearheaded our golf tournament event every spring for the past 7 years. Together, they've helped raise over $700,000 for New Ground. And we're looking forward to them sharing their final event with us next year. It was supposed to be this year, but thanks to COVID, it's postponed till next year. So it's going to be a great night. Yeah. Yeah.
And year, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
And as you said, I think that this is a really unique opportunity for people who otherwise wouldn't attend our gala or couldn't attend our gala to join us and just learn a little bit more about the work that we do and how we're helping homeless veterans and families on Long Island.
Yeah, I think that's great. I personally believe that our not-for-profit organizations need community involvement more than ever now. And if we want our communities to thrive, we need to give back our time and our energy to support our local organizations, especially ones like New Ground. As I mentioned before, the palpable connection to the community through your organization is it's striking, because it's helping people right where they are, which is fantastic. I know that you're always looking for volunteers, and I'm wondering if you could share some ways in which people can get more involved with New Ground.
Yes, thank you, Ellen. We're definitely regularly looking for volunteers. We have a few different ways that individuals can get involved. We have various committees where individuals can come, bring their expertise, whether it's an event-related committee or our program committee, our development committee, different ways that they can lend their expertise. We also have an advisory board and a young professionals board where we're regularly looking for members. They meet quarterly during the year, and then you have sort of different groups of those two boards that might meet more frequently. So that is always an opportunity as well. Getting involved to help us with our major fundraising events like our gala and our golf outing are definitely key opportunities. We have some volunteers that work with us as tutors. Of course, right now everything is remote, but we're really looking forward to when we can come back together again and have our on-site reading program and tutoring programs, and then we utilize volunteers for those programs as well. And we regularly have individuals and students host various drives for us. So whether it's a food drive to help outfit our food pantry, or a hygiene supply drive, household cleaning items drive, back to school is a big time of year for us, where we're trying to outfit all of our students with back to school supplies. So we've coordinated with different religious organizations and school groups and students who want to organize those different activities. We supply a detailed list of the items that are critical for our families and veterans, and sort of help organize whatever is necessary. And those are always really helpful.
I'd like to move on to veterans. With Veterans Day just around the corner, I'd love to focus on your commitment to veterans and your affiliation with the Northport VA. I also know that you just created or finished a wonderful project in Huntington, and I'd love to hear about that too.
Yes, it is approaching Veterans Day, and like we have many, unfortunately, homeless families and veterans on Long Island, there are a really large number of veterans in general on Long Island. Suffolk County, last count a couple of years ago, had almost 64,000 veterans in Suffolk County alone, and Nassau County was well over 45,000. So combined, we have over 100,000 veterans on Long Island.
Wow, that's extraordinary.
Yeah. And also a unique piece of that is we really have veterans of all ages, of all conflicts, all wars. We just run the whole span. A really good friend of Newground is a gentleman who's a World War II veteran and prisoner of war survivor. He's about 95 now and very active and trying to, continue to get the word out. So you have someone like Bernie at that end of the spectrum, all the way down to our really young, returning recent veterans that have been, in recent conflict. Mm-hmm. So the other reason, something to think about, which is a little mind-boggling, is that we've, been consistently in a military conflict for almost 2 decades. It's almost 20 years. That's the longest time that our country has been deploying soldiers and troops across the world. So, the veteran population isn't going to go away. It's actually going to continue to grow. And when they come back from service, there are challenges that they face going back into the civilian life. It can be a really hard transition. And so you do have actually a higher rate of homelessness amongst veterans than you do average civilians. And so that's where services like what Newground provides is so important. And we do partner with the Northport VA. We've been working with them since 2017, when we drastically expanded our veterans program. So they focus on the housing piece of the work. And then we come in and provide our services and our key areas of expertise, including financial literacy. So helping our veterans be able to better budget, making sure that they make rent the priority, that they are paying their rent on time and in full, and then helping them figure out how to manage their household income to cover what other necessary bills they have. We also work with veterans on going back to school and figuring out what do they want to go back to school for? What are their interests? What are their skill sets? What career opportunities make the most sense for them? We help kind of figure out with them if they have access to sort of the new GI Bill programs that are available to them, helping connect them with the right people for that, and then helping navigate the financial aid process. Really all the barriers and boundaries that are getting in their way of moving into an education program, so then they can secure a certification or a degree and be able to get that better paying job. And you mentioned our Huntington House, our new project, Ellen. We launched, as I said, our own housing with our long-term housing program. So we have a 2-family home in Huntington where we're housing 2 veteran homeless families at a time. So we've got 2 single moms there for the past couple of years with us. They each have 2 children. They're working on their finances. They're working on education and employment goals. And the plan is in the next few years, they'll be able to graduate from New Ground and move into their own permanent apartments. And then we'll bring 2 new families in and start all over again. So we're really excited about that. It's a beautiful home that we opened a couple of years ago, and it's close to the Northport VA, which is also really helpful for our veterans.
Fantastic. One final note, Shannon. Adopting a family at Thanksgiving and donating a dinner for those less fortunate than we are is something that I know comes up every Thanksgiving for you. And I just want to point that out in case any of our viewers are wondering how they might actually help a homeless family.
Yes, Ellen, that would be tremendous. We definitely always need holiday support. You can adopt a family for Thanksgiving or the December holidays. We give you the information that you need, and it makes such a difference. Thank you for thinking of that.
Again, thank you for taking the time to talk with me today.
Thank you, Ellen. Thank you for having me and getting the word out about New Ground and our veterans and families. It's so important, and I'm so very grateful.
You're watching Opportunity Calls with Ellen Volpe, presented by ABA, American Business Associates. To learn more about ABA, visit aba-ny.com.